wouldn't hurt to just buy one, would it?
Are you going to fit on the flight?
We got the budget for that banker?
No? No? You're getting 3 surf lessons, mate. You've had enough.
She's always like this behind the camera. She's horrible to me.
Hello and welcome to sunny Kuta, Lombok. Bit of a change from Tetebatu. So here in Kuta you see foreigners and tourists every 10 seconds. In Tetebatu you saw hardly any, so massive change. It does remind me a bit of Canggu, maybe a more underdeveloped Canggu, but still nevertheless really lovely being here. What do you think of the beach?
It's a gorgeous view. Lovely sea breeze, just what you need, but just so much rubbish on it. Just like, I couldn't imagine like spending a day here sat with a towel and you're like book or whatever, then it's just surrounded by like rubbish, which I know is like unavoidable because stuff like washes up, but I think the difference here to Canggu is Canggu, like in the morning they had like groups, like massive groups of people doing like beach cleanups every day, whereas here it just seems like it's just been abandoned a bit. That might have been since COVID maybe, and they're just waiting for tourism to pick up, or maybe even just the high season. It's not high season here yet. I don't know. Shame.
It's just a shame that there's loads of rubbish about, and obviously no one's here, so why would they clean it up, you know, because they're not getting anything from it in return. There's not really any stalls, it doesn't look like there's too many like restaurants or anything, so yeah, people will just go to places where they feel a little bit more like homey.
To be quite honest as well, it doesn't look like there's much surf unless you're getting like a boat out further. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but it's like pretty flat. So there's like, yesterday on my surf lesson, we drove like an hour away to like a beautiful secret spot. I think they called it Lollipop, but I don't think that's the name. That's what they're just telling us. But it had like beautiful surf and like a clean beach, whereas here it's just, there's nothing. And like the only other tourists, there's a older couple down the beach that we can see, and I've just generally seen about 5 people selling the sarongs almost jog down and surround them, and they're like quite pushy, and it's like obviously they've got to make a living, but at the same time it's like you don't want to be hounded to buy a sarong you don't need. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, I get it's their job, but at the same time it
will put people off.
It'll put people off coming down here. So with the rubbish, nothing really on the beach, so you can't really sit down because you're surrounded by rubbish, and people hounding you to buy stuff. I can see why it's abandoned, but nonetheless the view is awesome. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So it might be that you just have to go outside of the area, like Charlie did.
If you're not melons like us and you can ride a scooter, crack on. Nice, right?
No. So we are staying at El Tropicano Boutique Hotel, and it's super fancy. So we really pushed the boat out, and we are paying £32 a night. So it's got a pool, a restaurant and a bar here, and the room that we are in is huge. So we're in a deluxe double room. The bathroom is humongous, the shower is lush, and we just wanted to treat ourselves before we kind of moved on to our next location. I'd say the only downfall that we have in this room, and it is a first world problem, are our pillows. They are too soft for our liking, and that is the only issue. Apart from that, it's been amazing having 7 very nice nights here.
So it's Wednesday morning, got lesson 2 today, so I'm getting picked up in a minute. Just gone to the mini mart to get a coffee and we'll see how it goes. On my first lesson, as I said, we drove an hour away to a quiet surf spot. And in lesson 2, as you can see here, we drove 20 minutes and jumped in a boat for another 10 minutes to get to the surf spot. Unfortunately, it was famous for beginners and was absolutely packed with other learner surfers. It's day 3 of my surf lessons, the last one in Lombok. So I'm hoping I get picked up. It's 10 AM they're picking me up today, so it's a bit later than normal. It's normally like 8 or 8:30. But no one's here yet, so we'll see if the guys turn up. I did run up to get the GoPro, so maybe I've missed them. We'll see. My third lesson was great as I moved on from a foam board to a smaller wooden board. However, the spot had very small waves, so it didn't give me any chance to see if I was good on this new board.
So whilst Charlie has been out living his best life surfing, I've been just catching up on a few things and just sorting our lives out basically. If you're thinking, oh, it's a bit sad that she's like not doing anything. If you've seen, I'm pretty terrified of a lot of things that Charlie enjoys. I've tried surfing once. I'm okay for the time being, so I'll just let him do it and I'll just do what I enjoy, which is all the admin bit. So really, totally fine.
Each lesson was 2.5 hours. It included hotel pickup and drop off, a one-to-one teacher and a rash fest, all totaling to 500,000 rupiah each lesson.
Walking the wrong way because my direction skills are that bad. I'm now heading to the supermarket to grab Charlie and I an apple. It appears that somehow I've gone the wrong way again. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm determined to find my apple. So I had to stop, find some Wi-Fi, look at maps. It turns out I was going the right way, so I'm going back that way. Let's fingers crossed. This is the last time I have to keep going back and forth. And she's made it. Yeah. Apples. Not that I can reach them. Hey, she got her apples.